Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rosyada Alsakinah. I'm from English Department at Universitas Negeri Padang. Now we will learn about the speech organs, a course in English phonetic and phonology. First of all, in this lesson, we will learn about organ of speech, the function of each organ in the production of speech sound, and the different production of sound. Now we move to the speech organ. In producing speech sounds, we use the speech organ. They are also known as vocal organ. The speech organ include three parts of the human body. First is the lung, second the vocal folds, and the third is the articulators. The explanation below is based on the order of where we start producing sound. First is the lung. The lungs are the primary organs of respiration in human and many animals. The lungs pump the air in and out of the body through the mouth or the nostrils. The airflow is the most important equipment for producing speech sound. As you can see in this picture, the lungs have two parts, right and left. The air is pushed out by the lung through the trachea to the larynx. Inside the larynx, we find the vocal folds. Now we move to the second is the vocal folds. Everyone has two vocal folds in their larynx. The vocal folds, also called vocal cords, are like a pair of lips placed horizontally from front to back. They are joined in the front but can be separated at the back. The opening between them is called the glottis. The opening of the vocal folds takes two different types. When the vocal folds are spread apart, they do not vibrate. The air from the lung passes between them unimpeded. Sound produced in such a position are called voiceless sound. In English, some consonants are voiceless. When the vocal folds are down together, they touch each other or nearly touch. The pressure of the air coming from the lungs makes them vibrate. Sound produced in such a way are called voice sound. In English, all the vowel sound and some consonants are voiced. Now we move to the articulator. You can see the picture. There are human speech organ. A is lips, B teeth, C alveolaris, D hard palate, E soft palate, F oral cavity, G epiglottis, H vocal folds, E pairing, G nasal cavity, K tongue tip, L tongue blade, and M is tongue bag. And we have seven of articulator sound above are the main ones used in speech. First is the pairing. The pairing with a top used above the larynx. Women and men have different pairing lengths. Women have length of about 7 cm, while men have 8 cm. The second is the phylum or soft palate. It's at the back of your mouth. It allows air to pass sometimes through the nose and sometimes through the mouth. Third is the hard palate. The hard palate can be found at the top of the mouth, which is why it is often called the roof of the mouth. Fourth is the alveolar ridge. Alveolar ridge is between the top front teeth and the hard palate. Its surface is rough and is covered with little ridge. 5 is the tongue. It's a very important articulator. It can be moved into many different positions and different shapes. You can see in this picture there are tongue position, tip, blade, front, back, and root. And next we have teeth. The teeth are divided into two, the upper and the lower teeth. And the last is the lip. The lips are also divided into two, the upper and the lower lips. They are important in speech. And there are three positions of the lip. First is rounded. When we pronounce certain vowels, our lips may be rounded. Two is spurt. The lips can be spurt. In this position, the corners of the lip are moved away from each other. Third is neutral. Neutral, the lips are said to be in a neutral position when the lips are not rounded or separate. Okay, next, we can move to the production of sounds. When we produce sounds, the air goes out of the lungs through the trachea and then through the mouth or nose. The position of the vocal cords can be open or closed. When we articulate certain sound, there are three major questions that need to be considered. First is, what is the position of the vocal cords? Are they closed or open? Okay, the answer is if the vocal cords are closed, the air coming out of the lungs will push the closed vocal cords, causing them vibrate. The sound them produced are called voice sounds. However, when the vocal cords are open, the air comes out of the lungs and moves freely through of the vocal cords. In this case, the vocal cords will not vibrate. The sound then produced are called voiceless sound. Okay, the second question is, what is the position of the velum? What is the position of the velum? Is it closing of the entrance to the nose or leaving it open? The answer is when the velum is thoroughly attached to the back of the throat, letting no air out through the nose, then the air will pass through the mouth or the oral cavity. In such a case, the sound produced are called oral sound. On the other hand, when the velum does not connect to the back of the throat and lets the air pass through the nose, then the sounds produced are called nasal sound. The third question is there any obstruction of the air which come from the lungs by any the articulators? If the sound produced are not obstructed by any of the articulator and the air comes out freely through the mouth, then the sound produced are called vowels. On the contrary, the case may be that the air flowing from the lung is obstructed by parts of the articulator. For instance, the obstruction is caused by contact with certain parts of the mouth with another part. For example, in producing the sound p and b, the air which comes out from the lung is obstructed by the two lips being in tight contact with each other. Therefore, the air does not come out freely from the mouth. The air stream is then released when the mouth is open. Okay, that's all. Do you have any question? You are free to ask me, okay? That's all from me. Thank you for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.